Good evening, Kutztown. I'm Diana Minogue. Coming up in tonight's newscast, controversy strikes at the Academic Forum, and KU's Dr. Simpson meets with the Weather Channel.
And I'm Jeff DePalma with an update on women's soccer and football.
And I'm Josh Watkins with your Kutztown weather forecast. Newsbreak begins now.
It's okay. Last week we had some controversy outside of the Academic Forum here on campus when a demonstration turned into a shouting match between protesters and KU students. Newsbreak's Hayden campaign has the story.
Public debate sparked outside the AF when religious demonstrators attracted a crowd of students who began arguing with them for several hours. The two demonstrators, coming from Philadelphia, claimed that they only wanted to spread the message of God. However, to many passing students, their message was perceived as offensive and hateful, which sparked further debate and even led to cursing and yelling. According to the students interviewed, it was not the religious message that was offensive, but the blatant lack of respect for other religions and cultures.
The message we want to get across is the reality of God, that God is real, the truth that most of us don't know who this God is, the importance that the Bible reveals who God is. So Jesus came into the world to dispel darkness.
Everyone has a right to free speech. Though I don't agree with him, he has a right to say what he wants to say. There's just kind of a different way to go about it. He seemed very hostile with my questions.
Can I finish?
Yes, you can.
Thank you, Mike. He put him in a perfect place.
If I told you that the cursing didn't bother me, I'd be lying. No one likes to be cursed at for the most part. But I understand it because it's a reaction to the message. Even Jesus' own words, he said this.
It'd be all right with him coming if he didn't tell us our beliefs are wrong. I believe as human beings we have a right to our own fundamental beliefs about religion or anything. And, for him to come in and tell me the way I believe, the way anyone else believes is wrong, it's not right.
Then don't.
Seem to think,
What's up, man?
correct me if I'm wrong.
You got it, sir.
Am I wrong in assuming, or what I'm hearing is you saying that God is unjust for putting people in hell?
As you can see, these events have stirred up quite a bit of controversy. From the Academic Forum, I'm Hayden Campaign, reporting for Newsbreak.
One of Kutztown's professors got to experience the strangest weather on Earth, on the Weather Channel, that is. Physical science chair Dr. Edward Simpson was featured on an episode of the show Strangest Weather on Earth this past Sunday. Simpson contributed his expertise on the Salton Sea in a piece filmed on campus last summer. He presented this original research to the Geological Society of America in 2013. With financial assistance, career advising, and other programs and events, Kutztown works hard to uphold a military-friendly campus, as they were named that earlier this year. Now, once again, their efforts are being recognized. This week, the Military Times announced that it will include Kutztown University on its Best for Vets list. This list recognizes each school's commitment to accommodating and assisting veterans and their families. Our school is one of only 100 nationwide to receive this honor. You know, especially with Veterans Day being this past Tuesday, it really makes us proud to think that our school is doing so much to recognize our military.
Yeah, coming from someone that has a lot of friends in the military, it's nice to see where Kutztown's priorities are.
It really is. We'll be right back after these messages.
Kutztown University, the place you chose to spend your college days. Friendships began, memories were made, and dreams achieved on graduation day. Time moves on, new faces come and go, but one thing remains: you can always come back home.
So Jeff, how excited are you that we just had our first snowfall of the season?
You know, I kind of would have liked it to hold off until at least December.
But doesn't it put you in the holiday spirit a little bit?
You know, it's November, right? You just gotta have Thanksgiving first.
Well, Josh, why don't you tell us what's going on with our weather?
What? What? Oh, sorry, earmuffs. Well, as you guys said it, it is snowing already. Today's temperature was 38 with a lot of clouds out today. Tonight, on the other hand, the first snowfall of the Kutztown school year. Who'd have thunk it? Tomorrow, on the other hand, we got temperatures going to about 42, hitting down to about 25. It's going to be cold out, Kutztown. Looking at your week forecast coming up, Saturday and Sunday are going to be pretty similar with sun and a few clouds. Temperatures will also stay around the same temperatures, around the mid-40s, going down to about the low 30s. Monday, on the other hand, looking at a lot of rain. Temperatures going to about 42, down to the low 27s. We probably might even get some freezing rain that day. Tuesday and Wednesday, on the other hand, looking at a lot of sun, but the temperature still is going to be pretty cold. Better be ready to bundle up, Kutztown. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Josh. At the Pennsylvania Counseling Association's annual conference last weekend, the university's Counseling and Student Affairs Department was named the 2014 winner of the Outstanding Counselor Education Program of the Year award. The award recognizes excellence in a professional counseling degree program. A growing demand within the program promises future growth for this department. As you may have seen, today was Pet Therapy Day, but you may not have realized that November also marks National Adopt a Senior Pet Month, when organizations like the ASPCA campaign to give older animals a home during the winter months. Animals at the end of their life need only a shorter-term commitment and are likely to already be house-trained. If you love animals and are looking for a pet, consider adopting a senior pet this month. Coming up next week, Kutztown musicians take the Schaefer stage. The concert band will perform next Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m., and the choral groups Bare Voices, After Hours, Chamber Singers, and the University Choir will perform next Saturday night at 7:30. Both performances are free and open to the public. So, Jeff, do you have any friends in the band or choir that you might go to see on those nights?
You know, I'm gonna try my best to get there, but with like football, basketball, all on that weekend, it's gonna be tough to. I'll try. But also, you got the soccer team who just got into the playoffs. So you know what, coming up next, I have more on that. We could change it too in the middle of it, otherwise. Yeah, first you never said that. You said, are you gonna come see us?
I'm J.R. Aquila. I graduated from Kutztown in 1982. Now I'm the event producer director here at Comcast Sportsnet Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Jim Bolden, and I graduated from the program in 1986. I'm now a business correspondent for CNN in London.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Choose Kutztown University.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. Kicking things off, as the Women's Soccer Division II playoff selection show was held on Monday. 48 teams would be selected, 8 regions, and only 6 teams per region. Last year, Grand Valley State won its 3rd championship in 5 years. KU held its breath until they would eventually get to hear their name called as the number 3 seed, as they would get ready to take on a number 6 California University of Pennsylvania team. The winner in this one will get to take on a tough Westchester team. Notre Dame, Ohio, and West Virginia will take on, with the winner of that taking on East Stroudsburg. Kutztown won their first matchup with Cal U by the score of 2-0, with that win actually sparking a record 9-game winning streak. But in the playoffs, anything can happen, so it's going to be an intense game and with an opportunity to take on Westchester. The game is tomorrow, kicking off at 12 p.m. at Westchester. Kutztown football is on the verge of a winning season as they sit at 5-5, with the only thing in the way is a 2-8 Clarion team that will be looking to play the role of spoiler in this one for Kutztown. Kutztown's head coach, Jim Clemens, can become the first KU head coach in the program's modern history to achieve a winning season in his first year at the helm. Notably, Ernest Schlesinger went 3-1 in his first year, but that was way back in 1929. The key to Kutztown's success this whole year has been in the running game. Whenever KU rushed for over 100 yards, they would win the game. In turn, Kutztown has won every game, holding their opponents to less than 100 yards as well, leaving their last opponent, ESU, with a total of negative 45 yards on the ground. The game will kick off at 12 p.m. You know what? That's all I have for you tonight, Kutztown. As always, if you want to see more stats and stories, then head on over to kubears.com.
That's all we have for you tonight. We'll see you again on Tuesday. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter to keep updated with the upcoming news from Kutztown University.
For Diana, Josh, and the rest of the crew,
Good night.